that it's a lot of towers. I'm sorry, I'm giving you guys a part two of this reading because the first part cut off. But there is a lot of towers that they are giving you at this moment here to push you and tell you that it is time for you to stand your ground and be seen and be heard. So some of you right now are going through a tower mode, but they want you to take this tower, energy and this chaos that you're going through as a time for you to break through. Okay, a lot of masculine energy. A lot of you can have a grandmother and grandfather that you love dearly that crossed over, and they believe so much into you. You are a wise soul. You definitely could be an old soul yourself. Owls are significant in here too. Owls can be your spirit animal. Definitely look into owls, because owls, I feel, sends you. Owls and crows can be your animal spirits, and that's how your loved ones communicate with you, with the owl and the crow. Now you may say, I don't know what the crow and the owl are talking about, but if you listen to it, your soul will kind of tell you what's being said. So I am saying that someone is being encouraged to look up the owls and the crows as the spirit animals and get familiar with them and their synchronicities. But I feel like every time when you're in one of your emotions and you're feeling down about things, you probably will come across a crow and an owl or hear it. But it's like you have elders around you. I feel like Wise One and Druid is their elders. Okay, your elders, they're like your elder parents in a way. Even if you have your living parents here on earth, they're like your elder parents. They can be your great 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 grandmother, great grandfather, like great great great, let's say like about 10 greats. They are the elder parents. Some of you may even have dreams about elder people in your dreams, and you may not even know who they are, but they are your ancestors. Speak to them. Ask your elder parents to come to you to help you grow within your current situations that you're going through, to help you to hold some space in your life, to have faith into it, what it is you need to do, and they're going to help you with that. Okay, but they're telling you summer, the overall theme with this message here, you see, is the summer. This is the time with the summer celeste coming tomorrow. It's the time for you to bask. It's the time for you to step into your light, as I said in the first video here. So we have the protection guardian here. Definitely signs that you, of course, your loved ones are protecting you. They are there for you night and day. They are protecting you. I'm pretty sure you guys been through some traumatic situations, and they have been here to make sure that you are divinely guided and protected. So they definitely want you to drop your shields. You have a blockage around you. I feel like some of your shields is your shields of insecurity. It's your shields of fear. It could be your shields of not trusting. Okay, when I said this message for whoever picked this card, and I don't remember the number, but I said too, is that your loved ones and your ancestors are trying to bring help towards you. They're trying to bring earth guardians towards you that can help you with a situation. But if you're constantly guarding and blocking people out, it's going to make it hard for you to be able to get the help that you need. And honestly, with this young lady coming in here, there could be a young lady energy, someone in their mid 30s or early 40s that could be coming in that can help you, with whatever you're going through. This can be with a job or a career. This could be a mentor coming in, but someone can definitely help you. So you got to kind of like put your guard down just a little bit, okay? Sky Father comes in here as the highest creator above, trying to tell you to trust into the unknown. Right now, you're in an unknown period in your life because right now you don't know what's going to happen a day from now or a week from now. But they're trying to teach you to say to trust in it, trust in the unknown and uncertainty, and definitely have faith and believe in the impossible, because your ancestors and spiritual team is behind the scenes trying to make the impossible happen. But if you're guarding and if you're blocking it by having constant fear, how will you be able to know that? Okay, so they're definitely trying to get you to change your direction. They're definitely trying to push you to get out of your comfort zone and leave from some type of situation here. All right, you are a warrior. Okay, and your warrior and guardians is behind you. Call upon your warrior and guardians. They're definitely high, powerful, masculine energies, and they can help you be fearless and stand strong in your power. So I feel like some of you need to get into a deep prayer energy. I will advise that some of you do this today if need be, and to get into a prayer energy here and definitely like stand up and just ask your warrior angels and your ancestors. Like, listen, everybody has their own names, what they call their tribes and their ancestors and their spiritual team. Okay, I'm just saying it the basic way. But whoever walks with you, your ancestors, your God and goddesses, your deities, whoever is walking with you, that's who you call upon. But make sure you call upon the warrior angels, because they can help you be fearless and stand strong, stand in your ground, speak up for yourself, and climb this mountain that is surrounding you. Okay, you have a lot of powerful masculine energies and elders around you that can help teach you with this. It's all about you calling them and knowing that they're there for you, okay? Even your direction guardian ancestors can help you to choose your path. So if you are kind of confused right now with your paths, because some of you might say, well, listen, this is good, but they're not giving me confirmation on what my path is I'm supposed to do. Perhaps is the way you're saying it. Speak to your direction guardian ancestors. Say, listen, I surrender. I don't want to have control on my path. Just help me understand the path that me and my soul has led and that we're supposed to lead, and they will come through. You could be animal lovers or have a lot of animals around you. Pay attention to the animals that come around you in your time of need, because they have powerful synchronicities around them. But you guys definitely do have a lot of masculine, powerful energy around you, but they definitely want you to start taking charge and authority of yourself. Now, I was going to give y'all a part one, a part two. I really don't feel like making this a part two. My phone's been clicking whenever it wants to. So I'm just going to recap it real quick. The purpose of this video here is that I felt that a lot of souls needed guidance. I felt that a lot of souls is like praying to their higher ups and their spiritual team and their ancestors, because you're in this energy that you need some answers. You've been praying, you're uncertain, you're starting to lose a little bit of faith here of what it is you're trying to manifest. And do know that your spiritual team, your ancestors, who you pray to, your higher ups, is always with you. They're with you, and they send you so much signs of synchronicities, but sometimes we may miss that sign of synchronicity, what it is. That sign of synchronicity can come through a person, it can come through an animal. Be open to it. But this is showing here that you guys have a lot of protection. So as I was saying, when the video clicked and cut back on, because it cut me off at my 3-minute mark, I definitely was speaking about this first card that came out. It's giving Emperor vibes here about how your higher ups is trying to push you out of your uncomfortable zone and trying to get you to take charge and take your power back into your life. They're trying to push you. And with this summer vibe here, Summer Celeste is starting tomorrow. They're like, listen, it's time to get this in action now. Summer starts officially tomorrow. So I feel like they're trying to push you to make something happen between tomorrow into the rest of the summer. And it can happen for you. It's like maybe some of you are afraid to push through this uncomfortable feeling. So that's basically what I was recapping in that first video, because I ain't want to do no two parts for you guys. I want you guys to be able to get these messages. I do want to see if there's anything else they have to say before I pull in what else that your loved ones on the other side could be telling you, because these are my mediumship decks that I have not used in a very long time. If I can get them for you, and we can see what your loved ones want to say as well too, because some of you definitely could be missing your loved ones as well. Some of you could be confiding in your parents or loved ones that keep you signs and synchronicities of like, are you on the right path? So I'm just going to see if there's anything else. See what I'm saying? The hawks, again, hawks is very, and eagles and hawks are very significant to you. It's a connection to your higher self. You need to start seeing your situation from a higher perspective, not from what's happening. It's bigger than what's happening in front of you. Okay. And a lot of times we get that saying is that sometimes, you know, our lessons, it's not no sometimes, our lessons is our blessings. Okay. We also have the white witch in here, owls again. See what I'm saying? Owls are significant in here. Somebody, I want to say somebody need to get an owl, but I don't even think you could have an owl. I don't know. Maybe some people do have pet owls. You guys can look that up. But owls, I feel like you need to connect out in the forest somewhere where you hear the owls at, and you could do a lot of moon work. That, and it'll heighten your intuitive energy. But those looking at this, you definitely could be a witch. You can be a medicine witch. You can just definitely have that gift of being a witch, which there's nothing wrong with it. Just like the butterfly, it is time for you to prosper. But again, they're telling you that it's time for you to be the light. Again, that's the second message of them telling you that it's time for you to be the light. Okay, listen, it was a message here. Look, bask in joy and light here. Okay. They want you to trust in the unknown, but they also want you to stop. I'm trying to look for another card, because I know it's another card that says something about your light here, but it is the bask, enjoying light. So they want you to come out of that dark period and be the light and activate yourself. Okay. This last message here is seer. So definitely what I want to tell you is that psychic abilities, mediumship, all of this is in your bloodline. So what I did say for the first 3 minutes of the first video was that some of you definitely can have Native American ancestry in your bloodline, but you definitely do have psychic and medium abilities. So a lot of you guys were born into this psychic ability. So as time progressed, you probably will be able to know more of your ancestry bloodline if you've been trying to figure it out. You know, they do have sites you can go to figure these things out. out, but sometimes these things are literally, right? But it could be what I feel, because I was picking up this energy of elders. You guys have your elders with you, because I'm picking up these two as your elders. So I do feel like pretty soon it could be in a dream, or it even could be somebody comes to you physically and could be giving you a lot of information, or just some key information about your ancestor lineage here, okay? But you guys definitely do have psychic medium abilities that's definitely in your bloodline here. And with the seer, they're wanting you again to see beyond your current situation. So they're trying to get you to push to see beyond what's happening in front of you and take it to another level. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you're going through money problems and you're living in poverty, they want you to see beyond that. It's like, hey, it can be, hey, it's karmic cycles, generational cycle with money, but your ancestors are trying to push you to be able to get out of that. I will suggest that you guys look up about ancestor money. If you're not doing that, giving to your ancestors ancestor money, giving them food, feel free to look up things here on YouTube about simple ways how to be able to do that, to connect. But you guys have a lot of connection around you. You do have some young energy around you, young feminine energy, but you have a lot of elder energy, I feel, within you. And animals are very significant here, so they're definitely here to help you to push. But I'm telling you, Summer Celeste starts tomorrow, so this is the time for the changes to come in. And I'm telling you, if you just listen to what they're telling you in these messages here, and you just get on track or whatever it is you have to do, or whatever it is you're running from, I feel like this summer is going to be the best summer for you guys. This is going to be the summer that your life changes. I feel it really strongly for you guys. You guys are going to really bask enjoying life for real, because you're going to pull yourself out of that dark period. You're going to embrace the dark period, not be afraid of it. See what I'm saying? Like being fearless and being strong. So now I'm going to just pulling extra messages of what your loved ones could be wanting to tell you right now too. That has crossed over, okay? So take what resonates with this. So let's just see if there's any messages that your loved ones may want to give you right now. And I'm sorry the cards are like moving all over the place here, but let's just see here. Take what resonates. We have the earth as our school. Somebody's loved one could have been a teacher. I'm just picking up the teacher vibes. I'm going to talk about this in 1 second. Let me just pull out some messages here. I'm hearing a scholar. Okay, I'm going to show you that in a minute, and I'm going to pull out one more, and we're going to elaborate on it, okay? Each card will elaborate on it. Okay. If I feel guided, I'll pick out anything else. So yeah, I feel like with this first card here, we have the earth is at school. Someone's loved one could have been a teacher here on earth. They could have definitely been a teacher. I hear the word scholar, so they could have been a professor. They could have been an actual teacher here, or they just really took education very, very serious. And here on earth, they installed a lot of things to you. But one thing I felt about this person is that now that they're on the other side, they're starting to see things beyond just the regular educational books. They're starting to see things with spiritual school. They're learning in spiritual school. And they're trying to teach you. This message here is that everything that you go through is just like school. It is a life lesson behind it, but there's something you learn. And it's kind of like they're trying to say, like, the word graduate is coming in. So they're basically trying to say, like, every time when you learn a lesson, you graduate to the next level here. So this person is very educated here. And I feel like they're telling you the earth is our school. Like, they're trying to teach that to you. Like, that's giving heavy Hierophant energy, but they're trying to like install that within you. I feel like they could have definitely talked about school a lot with you. Definitely education was very serious to them. But like I said, being that they're on the other side, they're seeing things also from a different perspective of how it is there. Because I do believe, y'all, they do have spiritual school. They do have books about that talks about the other world. So this person that's coming in is trying to, again, with that message keep coming out, is about see things from a different perspective, right? They're trying to get you to see things from a different perspective here about what you're going through. Very educated here, okay? It's definitely giving me a man vibes for this masculine energy, but very educated in here, okay? All right, you do have a message to them telling you, they're like, listen, you are never alone here. They're here. They're helping you right now. Your loved ones are definitely helping you along with your ancestors. They're helping you to lead. See, again, you see how there's a lighthouse? Again, with the light. I feel like for some of you, your lights have been flickering. And then I'm telling you, it's not electric problems. It's not your light bulb. It's flickering. And it might flicker 3 times or 4 times. It's like a certain number that it flicker, but they always do this when it's like you're in that energy that you feel alone, or you could be saying the most negative things about yourself in this situation or crying. They keep, and you might notice it now because, like I said, this group of collectors that's listening to me, you're very spiritual and very intuitive. So you kind of sense it, but you like, nah, but they're here with you. They're always trying to help and guide you. Again, like I said, with that education part, this person was very highly educated. Okay, so they're here trying to mold you and trying to get you to see your potential here. Okay, they want you to know that they're so much better now where they're at. They're very happy, you know, when they're on the other side here, that's their original home there. You know, this is our earth, you know, learning ground, but that's home. So they want to let you know that they feel so much better. So your loved one definitely could have dealt with some type of illness here. I'm hearing car wreck. My condolences to all of you who have lost someone in a traumatic way. So it could be a car wreck for some. I'm hearing internal energies and internal injuries. I'm sorry, and something with the neck. So it's like a lot of different things that's coming in, but they are better. They're not how they looked when you seen them, you know, because sometimes if you lost someone that was in a horrific accident, sometimes you may wonder if they're like that. The only way they will be like that is if they have not crossed over or accepted that they're gone. But this energy coming in from these collectors is for souls that have accepted and they're on the other side, so they're repaired and they're younger and they're happy. So they want to let you know that they're really better. And that's multiple energies coming in here. Woman, female, doesn't matter. It's multiple energies in here. Okay, I'm hearing something about a sister and a brother. So I don't know if a sister and a brother passed away at the same time or not that far apart from each other, but they were very close. Could have been your sister or brother or sibling. So here we had, if I have known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. So yeah, like I was kind of saying about this person that possibly could have been a teacher, they don't that's not going to be for everybody's loved one, but this person on earth could have been very strict. They were afraid. This is why they're coming at some of you hard. Okay, now that's making sense. They could have been very strict about life. They were definitely afraid to take risks. So now that's why they come at you a little hard now, trying to push you to stand up for yourself. They're trying to push you to be fearless and be strong. Now listen, some of you had a loved one that didn't play, but when it came to about what they wanted, they always like second guessed themselves. You know, they wanted to do all these things, but then they felt like they couldn't do it, or they didn't have time to do it, or they let money stop them. Okay, money they felt like was the root of evil to them. But now that they're on the other side and they're seeing things how life really is, because remember, when they go back, they have to review their life and they look at it like, dang, I could have really did this. And they're like, listen, I could have, you know, if I known what I know now, I would have just did everything different. I wouldn't have took life so damn serious. I wouldn't have took a risk. But now they're trying to push you and tell you to live your life. Okay, so another message that came out here is it's not your fault. So I do feel some of you are grieving in some type of way about your person's passing. This does give me a parent vibe here, but it's kind of like a fault that you feel like you felt bad that you didn't get to be with them their final days of them crossing. Perhaps they was sick. This is giving me an elderly woman, someone in a nursing home or something of that sort, or being bedridden at home, and you feel bad because you didn't get to see them their final days. Perhaps you couldn't because, you know, you were working or you were going through your own problems and you probably were putting it off and say, oh, I'm don't worry, I'm going to see you, grandma, I'm going to see you, because basically you felt you had more time with them, and they're trying to tell you, listen, it's not your fault. That, you know, they held on as long as they can, but they don't have any animosity towards you. And I do feel like some of y'all have some type of blame about your loved one's death. Like maybe you just feel like you could have did more. That's what I'm feeling for some of you. You feel like you could have did more, and they're like, listen, you did what you had to do because I had my time, I had my contract. My contract told me when I was supposed to be here and the way I was supposed to exit. So they don't want you to be in a grieving energy, because they said that's kind of like it's stopping you from living your life. And then also too, when you have like animosity, I'm not saying y'all have animosity, but what I'm trying to give examples, if you have grief and you haven't forgiven, this makes it harder for this loved one to come through to you. So what I want to get back at that is like with the ancestor messages and your loved one messages, if you're like, oh, I'm always praying and asking my ancestors and spiritual team for a sign and they don't answer me, if you're asking certain specific loved ones and they're not responding, it could be because of the pain and animosity or hurt you still carry. You have to kind of let that go and cleanse that so you can hear them. Okay, Bottom of the deck here, we have, I wish I had told you more often about how much I love you. So this definitely is somebody's loved one or someone you were married to in a relationship. It's a lot of heavy energy here. You know, they're in this energy that they really wish that they would have just told you how beautiful you were, how handsome, how courageous you was. I feel like this person here that crossed over went through a lot in their life here on earth here. You know, them showing love was hard because the way they grew up. So showing love was hard. Like they show love through tough love, and that's not the way that they wanted to do it. They actually, I'm hearing, like took your love for granted. So like I said, this could be someone, a relationship, or you were married to, or this definitely could be a family member. But they definitely want to show you they love you. And I'm hearing rose petals. So maybe every anniversary for those who were married to this person, or every occasion, you might find rose petals. I'm serious. Somebody's going to end up finding rose petals in their house, and they're going to go, what the heck? I don't have rose petals. Or you might come across it a lot when you're out, or you might smell the smell of roses, which smells beautiful. But that is an indicator that they are there. Again, they want to tell you to believe in yourself and you can do it. You see that leap? I'm telling you, this overall message here is that they want you starting today, tomorrow, to take this leap. You know, they want you to believe in yourself because they know that you can do this. All right. Any other messages before I close out for the loved ones that may want to say something to the collectives here? Okay, and we have, oh, this is so beautiful. I always give you a good night kiss. So you might feel a cold presence or a warm presence towards your cheeks at night. And this is why I keep telling you, for you guys listening to this video, you are definitely highly gifted and spiritual. So if you are in a room and you could feel a presence, you feel somebody is in your home, you know it, you check your house, you know nobody's not in there, but you still could feel it. This is someone who you think about. And I'm going to tell you another thing. If you go to sleep at night and one of your loved ones appear to you in the dream, do know that they're with you in your room. That might sound scary to some, but they're with you, and they always give you a good night kiss. I do feel like that could be your loved ones, your parents, or someone of that sort. Maybe it was this thing that y'all always said, sing a song, or I'm hearing that someone said a scripture to you at night, so you kind of repeat that scripture before you go to bed as well too. So it's very lovable, powerful messages here. They definitely want you to definitely to love yourself. They definitely want you to make peace with what has happened to them, and they definitely want you to push on. They don't want you to be in pain. They don't want you to like pause on your life the way that they did. Okay, so a lot of y'all loved ones are saying, listen, you know, we had the chance to go back and fix it, we would have. You know what I'm trying to say? They don't want you to live in that regret energy, because some of y'all loved ones and ancestors did used to be a little fearless here, but they don't want y'all to be in this fearless energy, because they're telling you in your bloodline you are very, very strong here. So they definitely want you to be happy. They want you to feel happy. They want you to definitely go after your life here. They want you to go after what is yours. Okay, so and again, this message here is saying you have nothing to feel guilty about. So again, I do feel some of y'all are holding in some type of guilt about y'all person's passing. You know, maybe I feel for some of y'all, y'all kind of, I'm gonna say this, and I have to say it because I feel somebody's feeling this. It's not gonna be for everybody, but whoever this person was, and it's giving me a masculine energy, a male energy, when the person passed away, you were happy that they passed away at one point. It hit you for a split second because they probably were very mean and toxic towards you. But then as the time progressed, you felt very bad that you said that. Or maybe you were arguing with them and you probably said, oh, I wish they were dead to me, or something like that you could have said. And you didn't really mean it. It was just the emotions at the moment of how you felt about the person. But they want you to tell that they know deep down in your heart you didn't mean that. It was just how you felt. It could have been because of what they have done to you. You see what I'm saying? I'm hearing that they own that, like they own up to it. So I feel like on the other side, you know, because when they go to the other side, they're owning up to their karmic. So it's kind of like they're owning up to it. And I feel like with the steps here, I feel like they have been trying to approach you and speak to you every time you're trying to pray for things, but they can't until you let go of the guilt and the pain that you feel. You get what I'm trying to say here? So that's not going to be for everybody, but I had to kind of say that. It was really kind of harsh on my chest to say it, but it's like some of y'all need to hear these messages as confirmations to go, damn, that is true. But they just want you to know that they're with you and they're helping you to get in the direction where you need to go, but you have to be open to it. Okay, like I'm gonna say something before I end it, right? Some of you are praying to your loved ones and spiritual team to give you confirmation of what to do, right? Okay, you ask for a sign. Somebody is getting a message from their loved one that they're still kind of like pissed with and have animosity towards. And that person may appear in your dream. And before that loved one could tell you what you need to do, you immediately awake. You're waking up. You don't want to deal with them. Why was this person in my dream? I don't want to talk to them. But that can be the person that has the key to what it is you need to know. So I do feel for some of you, you may have to work on forgiving a loved one. You got to make peace with them. You're going to have to write them a letter, say everything how you feel. Trust me, they're listening. Call them into their light candles. You can even shake a bell to call them, to summon them. Say everything you have to say, make peace, burn it away, flush it away, and be open to them coming towards you. Because I do feel that someone has a loved one that tries to give them a message of what they need to know. You're so angry, you wake up, you don't even let them finish it. So be open to how your ancestors and loved ones and spiritual team is going to send you these messages. Okay, so I really love this message. I had to redo it over for y'all, so there's not going to be a part 1 into this. Okay, so disregard that, because I just wanted to give y'all a sum up of what was being said. But I feel like this is the year before 2024 come in with the summer celeste starting tomorrow, for y'all to kind of make amends with your loved ones if you need be, or just definitely pay attention to what your loved ones and ancestors are trying to tell you. And listen, overall, this is a good card here. This is good energy. This is showing that you guys are going to be in your joy and light. And this is going to be the summer that, I feel like this is going to be the summer that a lot of y'all struggles are finally going to come to an end. And just definitely continue to keep surrendering to how the divine and your ancestors' spiritual team is trying to get you to, you know, live your life here. How they're trying to get you to go for yours, okay? How they're trying to get you to heal, how they're trying to get you to push forward. Just be open, because I feel like when you are open, you definitely will be able to, you know, to lead. You will definitely be able to have this change that comes into your life. So hope this resonates, guys. Share this video. This is a timeless reading with no date on it. Save it. Look at it whenever you feel you need a little bit of guidance. And everybody that comes into this reading with an open mind, you're going to hear something different from what your ancestors are saying. Even though all of this is out on the table, you're still going to be open to what else you feel during this reading, what you hear during this reading, what you see during these reading through these cards, because they're your ancestors and spiritual team. Until next time, bye, guys.